Hey, what's up guys, Midge HD here. Today I will be reviewing the Air New Zealand 747-200 in the retro livery by Inflight in a 1 to 200 scale. Please check the description in case you missed anything throughout this video. My Facebook, Twitter and Instagram links will be down there. I pre-ordered this from easytoys.com and this is my 45th 747 model and it's my 19th Air New Zealand model. Some information about Air New Zealand: their operation space is out of the Auckland CBD. Main hubs are Auckland International Airport, Christchurch International Airport and Wellington International Airport. Focus cities are Los Angeles International Airport and Sydney Kingsford Smith. They were founded on the 26th of April 1940 as TEAL, which is Tasman Empire Airways Limited, and was renamed to Air New Zealand on the 1st of April 1965. Their fleet as of the 9th of January 2017 consists of 105 aircraft. Air New Zealand operated a total of 13 747s over 33 years, 5 were 747-200s and 8 were 747-400s. And the last Air New Zealand 747 operated from San Francisco to Auckland on the 12th of September 2014 with the registration number ZK-NZV. Air New Zealand serves 52 destinations worldwide, and from Auckland they operated the 747-200s to Honolulu, Frankfurt, and Papeete and Dallas-Fort Worth, 747-400s to Nagoya, Beijing, and both the 200s and 400s to Los Angeles, San Francisco, Vancouver, London Heathrow, Hong Kong Kai Tak and Czech Lapkok respectively, Singapore, Tokyo Narita, Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. This aircraft's first flight was on the 6th of May 1981 and delivered to Air New Zealand on the 22nd of May 1981. It was the first 747 delivered to Air New Zealand to replace their DC-10 fleet. It was then bought by Virgin Atlantic and delivered on the 7th of July 1999 until it was stored at Mojave on to the 25th of March 2002 to the 30th of March 2005 following 9/11 when air travel decreased. On the 1st of April 2005, Wells Fargo Bank Northwest took up the aircraft. Then ultimately TransAero bought it and received it on the 17th of April 2006, where it served them up until 6th of May 2011, when it was withdrawn from use and stored at Moscow Domodedovo. The Boeing customer code for this aircraft is 19. Okay, let's take a look around the box. So we've got Air New Zealand, picture of the aircraft, registration number also, Boeing 747-200 and the Air New Zealand logo and licenses. On the back of the box, there's it March, Air New Zealand, Inflight 200, and just some of the warnings. On the top of the box, then on the bottom, yeah, it should be in focus there. Alright. And there is the model. Alright guys, the model is now out of the box and we're going to start at the cockpit windows on the port side. Okay, so we have the cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube, static ports. The aircraft name by the cockpit windows there says Aotea. In Maori tradition, Aotea is one of the canoes by which Maori migrated to New Zealand. It is particularly associated with the tribes of Taranaki and Wanganui, including Ngati Ruanui and other local tribal groups. We also have part of the registration on the gear door, V. And then that logo right there on the polished part of the aircraft, that is the Royal Mail logo, because back in the day Commonwealth countries used to be official carriers of the Royal Mail, and Air New Zealand was one of them to carry Royal Mail to and from New Zealand. And we also have the old Air New Zealand titles. They look very nice. The New Zealand flag, because Air New Zealand is the flag carrier of New Zealand. And we have the inboard landing lights. the Rolls-Royce RB211-524D4 engines. And of course they're polished, so it makes them look even better. Just check out if they spin. And they are looking like it. This one's being a bit difficult. There we go. So this one won't spin if you were to blow into it. They usually spin quite easily. But these are quite difficult to get spinning. There's another look of those landing lights. Now we'll just check if there are any landing lights. Yes, there are landing lights on the nose wheel. This one spins a little easier. Oh, and it seems, oh, what have I done? Oh no, it wasn't my fault. Just what I'm showing you. Seems that the leading edge piece has come off. Wasn't glued in properly. It's just going to require a little bit of glue. No problem at all. It looks like it possibly sits in a certain way as well, so I might have messed that up. Oh no, there we go. There is a little... There we go. May not need to glue it because it seems as if it's actually holding now. Sorry about that little thing there, guys. But and they all spin, which is good. And there's landing lights on the side. Okay. Now we're going to come across to the wingtip, where we have the red navigation light, and we also have the this extension right here, which is the flutter device, because on earlier 747 models, pre-winglets, they had these flutter devices because the wings would induce flutter at cruising speeds, and this was the way to prevent it, or at least reduce it greatly. Then we have the registration number, ZK-NZV, or Zulu Kilo November Zulu Victor. Boeing 747. And the Air New Zealand logo on the tail, which is the Koru. And I hope they never get rid of it. Alright, the APU exhaust looks very detailed. Also have the strobe lights beneath the exhaust. Or I should say strobe light markings, because they don't put physical plastic pieces there to simulate it. Okay, now onto the starboard side. Again, we have the cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube static ports, the aircraft name Aotea, part of the registration on the gear door, the front cargo container door, New Zealand flag, and New Zealand titles, inboard landing light, RB211 engine with the Rolls-Royce logo, and the same for this one as well. And then at the wingtip, we have the green navigation light, and with the flutter device. Back onto the fuselage, we have the rear cargo container door, bulk bin door, registration number, Boeing 747, and the Koru on the tail. Alright, so we have a look underneath the aircraft now. Okay, so we have the nose gear and the gear doors for it. Nice polished belly, but it has grey in sort of the centre section. We have NACA ducts there, an antenna, Inflight 200, anti-collision light, main gears and gear doors, underneath the wing, flap slats ailerons, they haven't, not too sure about the 200s, but they haven't included a fuel dump valve. Now, yeah, as I said, whether they had it or not, absolutely no clue, but I do expect them to have it, but probably just not included on this model. Anyway, underneath the engine's nicely polished, and then the same under this wing as well, but it also has the registration number. There's a good look at those flutter devices. Hole for the stand, antenna, another antenna, the cabin pressure relief valves, and then the horizontal stabilizers and the APU housing. And on top of the aircraft, cockpit window, or windows, there's the emergency escape hatch for the pilots, anti-collision light, antenna, another antenna on top of the wing, flap slats, ailerons and spoilers. Top of the engines. Same on this side. And down towards the horizontal stabilizers. On each one we have black outline circles, which represents the logo lights that light up the tail at night time. Alright, now on to some of the features of this model now. We have rolling landing gear. As expected, it rolls quite well. I don't think, no. My suspicion is gone about there being any sort of tilt between the wheels. You know, one of the center gears may be too long and it's forcing it to tilt, but no, that's just it's just a bit in my head, really. They don't tilt as far as you know, when they're on takeoff roll, or when they've put the wheels down, they don't tilt like this or anything, which I hope they eventually implement in flight, because only the 777s, as far as I know, possibly the A330s. Never actually had an A330 from Inflight, but the 777s tilt, and they're the best gears Inflight make. Nose wheel does swivel, so you can turn it in any direction you wish. Alright, now, oh, one thing I forgot to show you at the start of the video. We get the limited edition card with every, or should be with every in-flight model. They don't say how many was made for this one, but still always nice to get a card. And then we have the stand, all metal stand. It's got a wood look to it, but trust me, it's metal. The plaque in New Zealand, I don't know if you can tell, it possibly looks like black writing to you, but it's It's the old ocean blue that you see on the aircraft. It's that blue. So it says Air New Zealand 747-200 1:200 scale. And screwed it in at the bottom because they came in 2 pieces, so you just have to screw it in. Not too big of a deal. There we go. I'm always a bit wary of how it sits on the stand because it's almost tilting downwards. It's literally flat how it sits, because the hole for the stand is behind the gears, the main gears, and not in front, that you would see with Gemini or JT wings. But I trust Inflight. They make great models, amazing quality. So I am wary, but I don't fear for 1 second that it's going to fall off or something's going to go wrong. So I have complete trust. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Comment, tell me what you think of this model. Tell me if you're going to get it. I would recommend getting one. If you love your retro aircraft, you're an Air New Zealand fan, like a die-hard Air New Zealand fan like me, then it's a must get. But it's a fantastic looking aircraft. If you've seen this in real life, I wouldn't have, but if you have, you would know that it's just a beautiful looking aircraft. And yeah, subscribe for more. Share this video as well so that people know if they want to get it. You know, check out this review. Helps if it will help them make a decision. And just every aspect of this model is beautiful, from the colours of Air New Zealand to the polished belly and those beautiful RB211 engines. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.